On September 14, 2022, shortly after 1 a.m., Sheriff Shane Iverson stopped Timothy Michael Randall, 29, for a traffic violation at Highway 64 and CR 4125.
517 counting traffic.
When asked to exit the vehicle, Randall complied but then struggled with the deputy while handcuffed. The struggle ended when Sheriff Iverson fired one shot at Randall, killing him from a gunshot wound through the chest. Randall ran about 20 steps before collapsing. A subsequent search revealed that Randall had hidden a pipe in an eyeglass case, which police initially suspected was a gun. In October 2023, Randall's mother filed a federal lawsuit alleging wrongful death and civil rights violations. Shiprock, New Mexico on July 11, 2021, around 1:25 p.m., the Navajo Police Department received a report of Sean Thomas, 36, brandishing a gun at a gas station on US Highway 64 and Highway 491. Thomas left the scene in a blue Toyota Corolla, and officers pursued him. Once off the Navajo Nation, the San Juan County Sheriff's Office SJCSO stopped the vehicle and used stop sticks to deflate two tires. Thomas continued driving and turned around, pointing the gun out the window. When the car finally stopped, police saw Thomas holding a gun and shot at him in self-defense. The car then crashed into a tree and caught fire. Thomas died at the scene, and no police or civilians were injured. Rosemead, California on October 19, 2021. At approximately 3:19 p.m., the Temple Sheriff's Station received a call about a suspicious man, Adrian Abelard, 25, at a business in Rosemead. Abelard stated to the business owner that he had a murder warrant and was being chased by the police. When officers arrived, they approached Abelard, who was sitting in a black Mazda. Abelard provided false identification information. When the officers asked him to get out of the car, Abelard suddenly walked out with a gun in his hand. After a struggle, police shot Abelard in the upper body. He was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. At the scene, police recovered a loaded Ruger 9mm pistol. Although there was no murder warrant, Abelard was wanted for a felony probation violation. Cleveland, Ohio on July 8, 2024. At Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, police approached Samir Faraj, 37, who was sitting near the North Security checkpoint with a machete. Faraj declared the knife was treasure and not a weapon. When asked to turn back, he ran away, then held a knife near his neck. The police fired a stun gun, but failed due to the thick layer of clothing. Faraj jumped over several walls, ignoring police orders, before being arrested. He carried a machete, two knives, a hatchet, and a weighted jump rope. Faraj was sent for a psychological evaluation, and bail was set at $50,000. Yuma, Arizona on Friday morning, April 12, 2024, around 7:10 a.m. Yuma police responded to the 1000 block of S. Magnolia Avenue after receiving a report of a person 30-year-old man was chaotic and threatened to kill people and their dog. As officers approached, the suspect held a bladed weapon and threatened them. Officers attempted to calm the situation verbally, but the suspect continued to move toward the residential area. After repeated unsuccessful attempts at less lethal measures, officers fired to stop the threat. The suspect was taken for treatment and is currently recovering at a rehabilitation center. There were no injuries to police or residents, and the suspect has not been charged. Columbus, Ohio on Sunday morning, August 11, 2024. Around 8 a.m., Columbus police responded to the 1500 block of Worthington Street to investigate a burglary in progress. The suspect, Asante Taj Omar Miller, 21, was said to be in the house with a gun, prompting residents to report it to police. When police arrived, Miller fled and was located nearby still armed. After Miller refused to drop the gun, police opened fire. Miller then tried to hide in another house on W8th Avenue, where police located and shot him. Miller died around 1:15 p.m. after a 5-hour standoff. No police were injured in this incident. Brooklyn, New York on Friday morning, May 24, 2024. At approximately 12:43 a.m., Officer Pace and Officer Abid Azam stopped a 2013 Toyota Highlander at the intersection of Hegeman Road and Van Cyclin Road for lights rear brake defective. The driver is Eric Jarek, 25 years old. After the exchange, Officer Pace asked Jarek to exit the vehicle, but he sped away, crashing into Officer Azam. In response, Officer Pace fired 3 shots into Jarek's vehicle. Jarek was arrested on May 28, 2024, and charged with attempted assault, assault on a police officer, reckless endangerment, reckless driving, unlicensed driving, and related offenses. Waterbury, Connecticut on Thursday, July 11, 2024. At approximately 10:23 a.m., Waterbury police responded to a report of a stolen car in the 900 block of Wolcott Street. The vehicle owner discovered Belito Rosado, 44, inside his vehicle and removed him from the vehicle before calling the police. When officers arrived and attempted to handcuff Belito Rosado, he resisted, became aggressive, and bit an officer. During the struggle, Belito Rosado tried to grab an officer's gun, leading to multiple warnings from police. After a tense struggle, officers overpowered and arrested him. Belito Rosado was carrying a crack pipe and had an arrest warrant related to a probation violation charge. The officers and Belito Rosado were both taken to the hospital for treatment of minor injuries. Los Angeles, California on June 11, 2024. At approximately 8:50 p.m., officers with the Foothill Area Gang Enforcement Team located a dark-colored vehicle traveling at a high speed. Elevation in the Lehigh Avenue and Carl Street area. When the officers followed and intended to stop the car, the driver suddenly pulled over. The front passenger, Alexander Aguilar Larios, 21, got out with a handgun and began running through a housing complex. During the foot pursuit, Aguilar Larios fell to the ground, but then got up and continued running, leading to officers opening fire. Aguilar Larios was hit by gunfire and taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. At the scene, a 9mm pistol was recovered.
Come on, we're gonna get you. Talk to me, man. Hey, hey.
The driver of the vehicle fled and has not yet been identified. No other officers or community members were injured in the incident. Dallas, Texas on July 4, 2024. At 1 a.m., Dallas police responded to a robbery in the 2900 block of South Lancaster Street. Officer Ruben Martinez, working undercover, opened fire on suspect Timothy Jefferson, 34, after Jefferson pointed a gun at him. Jefferson died at the hospital. Two other suspects, Kavarian Banks, 21, and Dominique Lee Bolin, 20, were arrested. Four other suspects and the game room manager were charged with operating an illegal gambling establishment. On June 27, 2024, detectives sought Jarrell Fulwell in the area of the 300 block of North Joe Wilson Street. Fulwell drove away and then shot at police as he exited the car at Wheatland Road. Police responded and returned fire, hitting Fulwell. He is in critical condition at the hospital. No officers were injured, and the two officers involved have been placed on administrative leave. Fulwell faces felony evading charges and has a lengthy criminal record. During the pursuit, the police shot and hit Imo Asiri, injuring him in the lower body. Imo Asiri was taken to hospital in stable condition and arrested on multiple charges, including attempted murder and illegal possession of a firearm. During the pursuit, the police shot and hit Imo Asiri, injuring him in the lower body. Imo Asiri was taken to hospital in stable condition and arrested on multiple charges, including attempted murder and illegal possession of a firearm. No officers were injured, and no other injuries were reported. On April 28, 2024, Beloit police shot Michael Ward, 33, when he held two bladed weapons and refused to drop them as ordered. Ward was taken to the hospital but died. No police or others were injured in the incident.
Hey, do you have your driver's license and registration? Are you the owner of this vehicle? Can you state your name? Are you Alexandra?
On May 29, 2024, Alexandria Mason, 42, was arrested by St. John's, stopped the car because there was a warrant.
She just got on the 95 northbound.
She fled recklessly on I-95, leading to a pursuit and arrest near Jacksonville after FHP police conducted a pit drill. In the vehicle, police discovered a stolen gun, drug paraphernalia, and a controlled substance. Mason was charged with multiple crimes, including evading police and driving under the influence. A police officer suffered serious hand injuries and a civilian vehicle was struck, but there were no injuries.
I don't have my on a gunpoint. You're trying to run me over. Hey!
On April 13, 2024, Ricardo Guad Andrade, 36, was pursued by Pasadena officers after speeding away and nearly hitting an officer. The pursuit ended when Andrade crashed into the yard of a home and fled into a residential area, where he broke into 2 homes.
Okay, we're gonna be in pursuit. Stand by. Okay, pursuit southbound Hudson, wrong way towards California. He tried to run over a police officer.
While hiding, Andrade was found in the backyard of a house and pulled out a gun.
Let him clear the front.
Here! Here!
Off!
All right, so everybody hold your positions. Because if he's going back up there.
All right, give me a lethal cover. I need a lethal.
After refusing to surrender, a police-involved shooting occurred, injuring Andrade and dying at the hospital. No police were injured. On August 3, 2024, Joshua Gonzalez, 25, was shot by Watsonville police after he ignored orders to drop the knife and charged at police. Gonzalez was injured and taken to the hospital. His 3-year-old daughter was not injured. Later, the body of Gonzalez's partner, 25-year-old Lisbeth Arcio Sedano, was found near Eureka Canyon Road. Gonzalez now faces charges of murder, assault on police, and endangering his daughter. On May 4, 2024, Zachary Allen Stockton, 37, was shot and arrested by Moses Lake police after he threatened to kill his girlfriend and opened fire on police at Motel 6 in Moses Lake. Sergeant Adam Monroe and Officer Todd Taylor returned fire when Stockton left the hotel room with 2 guns and attacked them. Sergeant Monroe was shot in the leg and had surgery, and Stockton is currently in custody in Grant County on charges related to assault and illegal weapons possession. One car Stockton shot at had 8 bullet holes. On March 29, 2024, in Sparks, Nevada, a police officer was shot in the shoulder during a traffic stop of an unlicensed Ford Expedition. The driver ran away, crashed into another car, and continued to flee the scene. After shooting at police at various locations, suspect Anthony Wade, 34, barricaded himself in a house. After hours of negotiations and shooting, Wade was shot dead when police entered the house. 2 Sparks police officers and a Washoe County Sheriff's deputy were injured but have been released from the hospital. Wade carried a pistol and extended magazine.
Right here. Suspect is now northbound.
On January 27, 2024, Roland Caballero, 31, was charged with 3 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of armed robbery after opening fire on 3 Houston police officers at 2500 Hutchins Street and 2100 McGowan Street. Caballero shot 3 policemen and was shot back while barricading himself inside the house. 3 police officers, Gatson, Hayden, and Alvarez, were taken to the hospital. Gatson and Hayden have been released from the hospital, and Alvarez is still receiving treatment. Caballero is in the hospital and surrendered after hours of confrontation with the SWAT team. Fire at 1:10 a.m. On June 11, 2024, in the 1000 block of West 6th Street, Corona, California, sheriff's deputies observed 2 suspects, Eric John Noorani and Jennifer Rose Dobbins, behaving erratically. When the deputy stopped to investigate, the 2 suspects fled and Noorani attacked the deputy, wrestling for control of the gun. Dobbins also joined the attack. The deputy shot Dobbins, who was later taken to the hospital and pronounced dead. Noorani was arrested and faces charges of murder and assault on police.
Come here. No, don't hold on. Come here.
On December 30, 2023, Officer Joseph Godbout located Reuben Muller, a wanted subject, at a mobile gas station in Dayville, Connecticut. As Muller ran away, Officer Godbout fired a taser, but Muller continued running and crashed into a truck at a Taco Bell restaurant. Muller then pulled out a pistol, forcing police officer Godbout to open fire, hitting Muller in the chest area. Muller was treated at Day Kimball Hospital and then transferred to UMass Memorial Medical Center, Worcester, Massachusetts.
Man, put your hands up.
On March 19, 2023, Corporal Matthew McLean and Officer Kimberly Esquivel from the Dallas Police Department located Hernan Gutierrez, the suspect in the stolen vehicle case. While struggling with Gutierrez, Officer Esquivel struck Gutierrez when he pulled out his pistol and opened fire.
Put him in handcuffs. The gun is under him still. You're okay.
Gutierrez was taken to the hospital in critical condition. He is charged with aggravated assault on a public servant and is wanted for violating his federal probation.
You're okay. Here.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. No, you don't. Stop. I got it. Don't worry. I'm going
The case is continuing to be investigated by the Special Investigations Unit of the Dallas Police Department.
What's that? Yeah?
On March 12, 2023, Elgin police released video of the fatal shooting involving 34-year-old DeCynthia S. Clements. Police said Clements was shot after refusing to stop and becoming trapped between patrol cars and her vehicle, causing a fire. The video shows Clements holding a knife and drugs, and as she climbs out of the burning car and into the police barricade, Lieutenant Christian Jensen opens fire on her. Clements was shot 3 times, including in the head. Lieutenant Jensen has been placed on administrative leave while the investigation continues. Clements has had minor encounters with police before, and the incident is currently under investigation by Illinois State Police.
Okay, so this car ran from the police a couple weeks ago, so this car is ours.
On May 1st, 2024, in Houston, Texas, officers with the Houston Police Department stopped a wanted vehicle at the apartment complex 9475 West Sam Houston Parkway South. When the driver got out of the car and carried his 5-year-old daughter, he ignored orders and started reaching into the passenger seat. Sergeant Ham, who was behind the suspect, was attacked, and during the struggle, his weapon opened fire but did not hit anyone. Officer Gonzalez, fearing being shot, opened fire on the suspect but missed. The suspect, Robert Johnson, fled, robbed a woman, and was eventually captured with the help of a helicopter. Johnson was charged with a variety of felony and misdemeanor crimes. Sergeant Ham and Officer Gonzalez were not injured.
Pat him down. Pat him down. Pat him down. Slow. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I don't got nothing. Who's sick? Make sure the waistman on the.
Show me your hands. Show.
Johnson was charged with a variety of felony and misdemeanor crimes. Sergeant Ham and Officer Gonzalez were not injured. On May 5, 2024, in Turlock, California, police responded to a report of a suspicious man, Kevin Frey, 44, believed to be trespassing and armed at 3100 block of N. Quincy Road. Despite the officer's efforts to establish dialogue and offer less lethal options, Frey refused to drop his weapon and charged at the police. As a result, a police officer had to open fire, causing Frey to be seriously injured and die at a local hospital. When passenger Paris Wilder, 38, pulled out a rifle and began shooting at the deputies, Deputy Tyler Toman arrived to assist.
Is that all your... Yeah. I'll watch it for you. He's all right. I got babies. Oh, you got a dog too? Hell.
Wilder attacked Deputy Potters, severely injuring him. Both deputies returned fire, shooting Wilder multiple times. Wilder was pronounced dead at the scene. He had a criminal record with 23 felony arrests and 17 misdemeanor arrests. On April 17, 2024, LaDarius Williams, 27, stole an ambulance from Piedmont Henry Hospital and recklessly drove through multiple areas in Morrow, Georgia.